Have you ever wondered if miracles really do exist? Miracles, those extraordinary and unexplainable events that we often attribute to a higher power, have been a cornerstone of faith and belief systems for centuries. They're often seen as divine intervention, a sign that there's something more to our world than what meets the eye. Now picture a time of great turmoil, a war of such magnitude that it engulfs many countries. The chaos is unimaginable, the destruction, heart-wrenching. Among the nations embroiled in this conflict, there is one that stands out, the Holy Land. This land, though seemingly weak and alone, stands defiant against the powerful armies that threaten its existence. The people of the Holy Land, they have an unshakable faith in their God. They believe with every fiber of their being that their land is holy, that their God is with them. Even as they stand against towering might and overwhelming odds, they do not falter. Their faith is their shield, their belief, their weapon. So what happens when faith is pitted against power? When belief stands firm in the face of destruction? It's a question as old as time, and yet the answer never ceases to amaze. In this tale of war and faith, when the Holy Land was on the brink of annihilation, when the armies of the world were ready to claim their victory, something extraordinary happened. When all seemed lost, the unexpected happened. The unseen power, the divine intervention, the miracle they had been praying for, it came to pass. But that, dear listeners, is a story for another time. Stay tuned for the next episode where we delve deeper into this riveting tale of faith, miracles, and the power of the unseen. What if the skies could fight for you? Imagine the sight. An insurmountable force, armies from across the globe bearing down on a single land. A land they thought was alone, defenseless, ready to be wiped off the map forever. But this was no ordinary land. This was the Holy Land, a place imbued with faith so profound it seemed to permeate the very air. The people of this land didn't rely on conventional weapons or strategies. They had something stronger, something no army could defeat. Faith. Faith in their God, a divine being they believed watched over them, guided them, and protected them. And in the face of what seemed like certain destruction, they held on to this faith with a tenacity that was nothing short of awe-inspiring. Then something extraordinary happened, something that defied logic, that defied reason. The skies opened up and the enemy armies were obliterated. It was as if the heavens themselves had declared war on the invaders. A divine intervention, a celestial force believed to be the act of God himself, fighting for his people. It was a spectacle that left the world in stunned silence. The Holy Land, against all odds, emerged victorious. The people rejoiced, their faith affirmed, their spirits unbroken. The world watched in disbelief as the underdogs celebrated a victory that seemed impossible. But the people of the Holy Land knew better. They knew it was their faith that had brought them this victory, that had summoned the divine intervention that saved their land and their lives. This victory, they said, was nothing short of a miracle, a testament to the power of faith, of belief in the divine. It was a story that would echo through the ages, a story of a land that stood strong in the face of adversity, armed with nothing but faith, and a story of a divine power that, when called upon by the faithful, intervened in the most spectacular way. A victory, they say, was nothing short of a miracle. What if we all believed in the same divinity? Imagine a world where all our differences, all our disagreements, and all our conflicts could be set aside. A world where the revelation that everyone, regardless of nationality, culture, or creed, is worshiping the same divine being. This isn't about converting or imposing beliefs, but about finding common ground. It's a realization that the essence of our faiths, the core of our beliefs, points to the same divine entity. This entity, this divine being, is not bound by any specific religion or doctrine, but is a universal presence that transcends all man-made boundaries and divisions. This powerful revelation is like a mirror held up to humanity, reflecting back the unity that has always been there, hidden beneath layers of misunderstanding and misinterpretation. It's a unity that doesn't erase our individual identities or cultures, but instead celebrates them. It acknowledges our diverse paths to the divine, recognizing that while our journeys may be different, our destination is the same. Think of how this newfound unity could transform our world. Nations once divided by religious disputes could find common ground. Communities once torn apart by dogmatic differences could heal and rebuild. People once isolated by their beliefs could come together in mutual respect and understanding. We're not just talking about tolerance here. This is about unity, a shared faith that binds us together, not as separate nations or cultures, but as a global community of believers. It's about recognizing the divine in each other, and in doing so, recognizing our shared humanity. This is not a call to abandon our individual faiths, but rather an invitation to see the larger picture. To understand that beneath the myriad expressions of faith there lies a common thread that connects us all. A thread that weaves through every prayer, every ritual, every act of worship, uniting us in our shared belief in the divine. A unity formed, a faith discovered. What a world that would be, don't you think? A world where our shared faith could be a bridge, not a barrier. A world where our unity could be our strength. A world where our belief in the same divinity could be the key to understanding, peace, and harmony. Imagine a city sacred to all where every nation could live in harmony. This is the story of Noes, a holy city that emerged amidst a world torn apart by war and conflict. At the heart of this tale is a miracle, a divine intervention that changed the course of history. In the face of war, the people of the Holy Land held steadfast to their faith. Miraculously, against the odds, the all-powerful armies that sought to destroy them were vanquished. The skies themselves seemed to come to the defense of the faithful. This victory, inexplicable to many, was seen as a divine intervention, a sign from the heavens that the God they worshipped was fighting for them. The aftermath of the war brought about an unexpected revelation. People from every corner of the world discovered a shared belief in the same divinity that had defended the Holy Land. This realization sparked a spiritual awakening, a unified faith that transcended borders and cultures. It was this shared belief that led to the birth of Noes, a city sacred to all nations. In Noes, the miracles didn't stop with the end of the war. Wonderful phenomena were observed all over the earth, further strengthening the people's faith and devotion. These miraculous events guided the establishment of Noes, creating a city where people could live together in harmony regardless of their origin. In this holy city, the people no longer suffered from want or pain. They had enough food, both from animals and plants, and everyone was happy. They loved each other like family, and their days were filled with learning about the mysteries of creation and celebrating the good in life. And thus Noes, the city of miracles, was born. A testament to the power of faith and unity, it stands as a beacon of hope and peace. A city where every nation could live in harmony under the watchful eye of the same divinity they all worshipped. A city that embodies the miracle of a unified faith born from the ashes of war. What if a king didn't want to be called a king, but a father? Imagine a being not of royal lineage or political power, but one prepared by the Creator himself for a mission of divine proportions. This being, the father of humankind, possesses powers that transcend human comprehension. Among them, the extraordinary ability to teleport, a gift granted by the Creator. Each day he utilizes this divine gift to visit everyone, in every corner of the world. From the bustling streets of crowded cities to the tranquil solitude of remote villages, no one is beyond his reach. His presence isn't marked by grand parades or lavish ceremonies, but by simple, heartfelt interactions. A shared meal, a comforting conversation, a moment of laughter. These are the ways he spends time with his children, his beloved sons and daughters of this world. He doesn't seek reverence as a king or prince, but love as a father. His is a reign not of tyranny or fear, but of love and compassion. His authority isn't enforced through oppression, but expressed through understanding and empathy. He is not just a figure of authority, but a beacon of hope, a symbol of unity. And above all else, a father to all, a miracle in himself. Can you envision a world without pain or suffering? Picture an earth teeming with vibrant greenery, a land where every corner is filled with the soothing sound of flowing rivers, a place where the air is not laden with the weight of unfulfilled dreams, but brimming with the scent of hope and peace. Here, people are not burdened by the relentless pursuit of survival. They work a mere 2 to 3 hours a day, leaving abundant time to explore the mysteries of creation, to learn, to grow, and to simply be. In this world, suffering is a forgotten memory, a relic of a bygone era. Instead, happiness is the order of the day, a universal language spoken by every heart. The ties that bind are not of blood, but of love and mutual respect. It's a place where every day is an opportunity to learn, to love, and to live fully. Just imagine a world where the human spirit is not shackled by fear or want, but free to soar in the boundless sky of possibilities, a world that is not just a survival ground, but a thriving, flourishing garden of life. In the end, isn't that the greatest miracle of all?